Welcome once again. Let us complete this prose lesson which we have started on the rule of the road by A.G. Gardiner. Here he has taken such a simple topic, but he spoke, or you can say he wrote very well on this topic, which we can relate nowadays also, and nowadays more, I believe, because we are suffering, everybody is suffering either this or that problem on the roads, and we could not say them that we are suffering because everybody wants to use their own liberty. Now he is saying that, if you remember in the previous class we have discussed both the types of liberties. One is the personal liberty, where you can do whatever the things you like to be happy and to maintain your happiness. Whatever you want you can do, but there are certain other limitations for the other type of liberty which is actually meant for the society. Here is that, now he is saying with the continuation of that, like, can please ourselves, no one's permission needed. Like what we have discussed in the previous class, like there is no need of permission of the others. Whatever you want to wear, whatever you want to do, and you can enjoy yourself, you can please yourself, you can be happy by your own self. Now here he has given very nice you can say examples to show that, like, whatever you want to decide by yourself can be wise or ridiculous. Very silly, foolish type of that. If you want to decide yourself, if you are happy to be a wise person, go ahead. If it pleases to be a wise person having wisdom, so enjoy your wisdom. And if you want to be a fool, a silly person, be ahead, go and enjoy your silliness. So he is saying that it's up to you whether to decide if you want to be wise or you want to be a silly one. You want to be harsh or easy. It's up to you whether you could like to be a harsh person, a rude person, with rude behavior, with bad tone for the others. If you want to be like that, go ahead. Nobody can ask you. Maybe the people can get distracted of you. They don't like to come near to you. Maybe you can lose the friends. Let it be. It's up to your choice. And be easy. If it's like you want to get easier with the people and don't want to take any limitations, you don't want to keep the limitations of respect for you, it's up to you. It's your choice. You can enjoy. You cannot tell anybody else why you are so harsh, why you are so easy. It's their own choices. He said the same thing, like, be wise or ridiculous, be harsh or easy, be conventional or odd. Conventional means following the societal norms, following the traditions. If you want to be conventional, it's up to your choice. If you want to be odd one out, if you want to do something which is out of the range of traditional or conventional, do that. Maybe some poor people can point you out, but nobody can dare to stop you. It's up to your choice. So in this way he has actually given the ways to live. If you are following a conventional one, if you know how to when to harsh and when to easy, and if you want to live a wise or wisdom life, you can go ahead, you can enjoy the life in a better way. But or the otherwise, if you want, it's up to your choice. Now he said that when you have all these freedoms, don't step out of that freedom, don't step out of that kingdom of yours. Like he has given very nice example. He said that if I want to practice trombone, it is actually known as trumpet. It's a musical instrument which can give a loud sound. So he said that if I want to practice trombone, this is my choice, okay? Being a individual and I have the liberty, so it's my choice to practice trombone. But if I want to practice from midnight till 3 am, from midnight till 3 am, is it correct? No, it's not. If he wants to practice like that, the neighbors will definitely say, what the neighbors will say that? They will say that you are interfering into our liberty of sleeping. We are sleeping. The night is meant for sleeping. So you can do into your premises without disturbing the others. Like this example I can take for many of the things in our daily life. I don't know, many of you may feel bad or right or something. Like you can decide by your own self whether it is correct. Like you must have seen that in India especially, we celebrate our functions in a very great manner, with very pomp and show. We celebrate our functions. Like suppose from the marriage function, if we are returning, we start all these you can say musical instruments will be used, creating a lot of loud noise during this time. Don't you think that we are disturbing the other's sleep? Of course we are disturbing. Of course we are disturbing. If after getting education, if after understanding the real means of freedom, if you still believes that this is not disturbing for the others, means you are not using your brain. You would have to use it. You have to understand that if we are doing it is right, and if the other person is doing is wrong. If your exams are going on, you are getting prepared for your exams, and you are getting whole night out, you are studying, you are very much tensed for your exam, and somebody, just your neighbor, has the function at home and they are continuously using the loudspeaker, and they may have actually played the songs which you also like, but don't you get disturbed? Don't you start feeling irritated, frustrated? And don't you feel like that, please stop all this, I'm getting on my nerves, because tomorrow is my exam which decides my future. This is actually one of the very bad attitude we find in our Indians more. Because we want to celebrate. Yes, nobody can stop you from celebration, but celebrate under certain limitations that don't disturb the other people. Because as I have given only one example of your exams, sometimes some people had a problem of heart troubles. They cannot able to hear more loud voices, and what would happen? They start getting palpitation. They could not control their situation, or you can say the health at that time. Sometimes small kids were there at home. They could not sleep properly because of such a loud noise. So don't you think that you are interfering into others' freedom? Of course you are interfering. Is it correct to disturb others? Is it correct to interfere into others and disturb others in such a way that they just feel like to actually fight with you, quarrel with you? Is it right to do that? No, it's not right. That is not your personal liberty. You are crossing your limits of the personal liberty. If you, as he has given, if I want to practice trombone, I have to go to some mountain to please myself, instead of practicing in the place where I am living, on the streets and in the near neighborhood. It's better not to practice there. I can go and on a mountain and can practice myself, and I can be happy. This is the main thing to be remembered. No interference into others' liberty. That is the most important thing. You are making others also to wake up. The next morning you can sleep for a long time. But what about the others? The ones, those who have health troubles, the ones who have small kids, those who are going for the examination. If they haven't slept properly, they haven't revised their syllabus properly, how can they write down their examination? And till the time they write down the examination, if their examination was not good, or if suppose something had happened, they may curse you, because they are responsible for disturbing their sleep. He wanted to say the same thing. Like, don't interfere into others' liberty. Don't give the others a chance to make you feel bad. Better to do all the things, whatever pleases you, but within certain atmosphere. These are the lines which I like the most in the whole lesson. We forget our imperfections and unfortunately conscious of others more. Read twice, thrice, force. We have a habit. All the human beings in the whole world had a habit of forgetting our own imperfections. If we do something, we think this is right and we forget it out. And if others would do something, we are ready to pinpoint others. And we normally find the mistakes in the others rather than ourselves. We find every other person, thus every second person, as imperfect. And we find the errors into them, we find problems into them. But we don't find the same in ourselves. We feel ourselves as the perfect, as the good, as honest and all. We have all the adjectives in ourselves, good adjectives and bad into the other person. So he said that we have to remember, we are responsible persons, we have got education, we have a wider scope of thinking, and we have wider accessibility to many of the facilities whatever available in the world. We can open our minds. Instead of becoming narrow minded, we can become a broad minded person to accept the others with their imperfections, so we can be able to accept ourselves also with the imperfections. It is like we have to admit when we are wrong. And if suppose we want to preach others, first of all we have to practice. Practice then preach. So I hope you have understood the whole lesson on the rule of the road by A.G. Gardner, which has given us an insight of our daily life. And I believe that if you are going on the road next time after reading this lesson, you must definitely see how the people misuse their liberty and how they interfere into others' liberty. So please read it out, get the difficult words, meanings, read the lesson properly, try to understand, read carefully each and every para. There is no need for you to read the whole lesson at a time. Read two paras because the paras are quite lengthier. So read two paras, try to understand. Even I have given nearly all the difficult meanings whatever being given in the lesson, and you have a glossary part over there. Check it out, the glossary. And once again I'll say to you that please read after reading that, if you get any of the difficulty in the lesson or in the meanings, words meanings, definitely you can check it out and you can find the meanings, and difficult words can be solved it out. So go ahead with that and read the lesson at any cost. By the time we'll meet next in the next class, when we have the chance for the poetry or the short story. By the time, take care, have a nice day.